life was saved by a white man. I don't know what racism is.
Them white folks love putting a microphone in front of an auditor.
Okay, Wayne, listen. The thing is, I get the sentiment that he's trying to like give out, you know. But when you end the sentence by saying you don't know what racism is, it's just like, brother, yo, OG, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't know what racism is, bro. What is up, my people? It's your boy XS, and today we are reacting to The Problem with Black Celebrities, video by CJ's Perspective. Man, listen, I love my people, but I know that my people ain't perfect. And hey, nobody's perfect, right? So yeah, let's find out what's the problem with black celebrities.
Anytime white people want to smooth some shit, but they go get that rich and put you on TV to represent the people, you know? You have you asking your questions like, Damon, now that you made this $13 million, and we're not counting, now that you made all this money, let me ask you this, let me just throw this out at you. You respond any way you want. Is there racism in America? You be sitting there thinking about that paycheck, talking about,
Nope.
no, sir. If in there is, I ain't seen none.
We in an era right
To anyone that didn't get it, like, he's trying to imply that once these black celebrities and black entrepreneurs become wealthy, they completely forget about racism. And it's as if racism only exists for broke black people, broke people. Like, once you become rich, and what? Racism? What? That doesn't exist.
now where black creators done figured out that the fastest way to go viral is to criticize other black people. But I can't tell who actually believes what they're saying and who's just doing it for the bag. And honestly, for me, it really doesn't matter because the damage to the community is the same. These cats done sold us out for influence. And this ain't just about the creators online. You see it with celebrities too. That's why guys like Charlemagne don't mind spreading misinformation to the black community because they so focused on a check that they'll throw us under the bus in the process. And when you sit back and think about some of the stuff dude be saying, it makes sense because Trump is more of a president for him than he ever was for any other poor whites that voted him into office.
Listen, I don't care what nobody says. Trump ain't a president for nobody but the US dollar. And that's a fact. Forget black people, forget white people. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic. And Trump is a businessman first. And that's a fact. Listen, you can debate me on that. You can disagree with me on that. But Trump is a president for the US dollar. So yeah, that's my opinion.
You hear guys like Charlemagne or Lil Wayne saying stuff like, I don't see color, or I don't know what racism is. That's code for,
that's crazy.
I'm in a lot of white spaces and I don't want anybody I do business with feeling uncomfortable.
Offended, yeah.
At the age of 12 years old, I shot myself. I was in the house. Police knocked on the door. I was right there. They knocked the door down. Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs and whatever they could find. It took one guy to stop right there and cuss everybody that hopped over me out. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? They said, oh, no, we was gonna see if it, what the fuck are y'all doing? We called the ambulance. A fucking ambulance? Do you not see this kid on the floor with this hole in his chest? I said, you drive, pick me up, brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, you take him. He brought me to the hospital room and made two and stood there and waited till the doctor said he's gonna make it. He said, don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob. He was white as snow. Them motherfuckers that hopped over me was blacker than me.
Was he a cop?
Yeah, he was a cop, and my life was saved by a white man. I don't know what racism is.
Them white folks love putting a microphone in front of an auditor.
Okay, Wayne, listen. The thing is, I get the sentiment that he's trying to like give out, you know. But when you end the sentence by saying you don't know what racism is, it's just like, brother, yo, OG, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't know what racism is, bro. Like, there's good people everywhere. Let me put it that way. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, white, Hispanic. Listen, sometimes, yes, the people the same color as you will treat you bad. But it just comes down to, like, who you are as a person. It doesn't matter what color you are. Really. But to deny that racism doesn't exist because a white cop saved you and the black people, or the black cops apparently, just skipped over you or walked past you is ridiculous, bro. And also you're downgraded or shaming your people, because if that's what happened, then sure, so be it. That's what happened. Tell the truth. But don't say it like, oh, you don't know what racism is. Come on, man.
Negro. This clown talking about he don't know what racism is because his life was saved by a white man. Implying that it's something that's not real because he doesn't experience it.
Yeah.
That's like me saying storms aren't a thing because my house never flooded. Hey, fool.
Yeah.
Just because it's something you've never experienced doesn't mean that it's not real.
Facts.
Think about the idiocy in what this man is saying. There's a lot of stuff I have never personally experienced, but I still know that it's there.
Yeah.
And while this buffoon is getting a taste of comfort, my people out here paying the price. And when him and other black celebrities talk like that, they convincing people that what's happening in the world is normal, acceptable, and maybe not even happening.
I've been seeing a lot of toxic things on my timeline, one of them being racism. My outlook on racism is this. It's good and bad in everything. It's not all one. Every race got good and bad. So for you to think a whole race is the same, you're a little slow. So I don't look at you like you that smart. All right, so if anybody racist, I just kind of think they're a little off. But outside of that, let's say as a black person who deal with racism, one way I deal with it is, well, I don't deal with it actually. I don't deal with it a lot. It don't offend me a lot because I don't work for nobody. I own what I do. I'm my own boss, so I don't have to deal with racist people trying to hold me back. That's one way you can do it. Be your own boss. Own something in your own culture.
Every time I see one of these dudes and the topic's racism, I know something stupid about to come out their mouth. Money in owning businesses does not save you from being discriminated against because you're black. Look at Terrence Crawford. This man is the middleweight champ of the world and was still held at gunpoint by the police for DWB, the most famous law that's not in the penal code, driving while black. You think money saved him from that? And it's countless other situations we can point to where your tax bracket don't shield you from the reality of being black in America.
What's going on? Do you live here? Yeah. You do? Papa! I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that. So what are you doing? Right, come on. Right, come on.
They just left the store?
She's screaming for help. For what?
Did someone come here?
That was my
Right.
wife. She got somebody chased her out here. And she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in the silver truck.
a gray truck, and he came around the corner, and I was in the street, and so I come up, and I see my kids, so I'm like, I pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up, and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here, and he goes, are you looking for someone? And I said, no, and then he sat here, and I was like, I need to get in.
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah.
What a
He lives
idiot.
here. So he came in and said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's.
She got all worried, but she said,
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I'm sorry.
How did he scare you though?
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out.
And I saw someone our driveway too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm sorry.
Idiot.
She said that someone was following her, so you were walking from there?
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself for 2 days, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me, and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, are you looking? And I was like,
What?
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like, I'm pulling in my... It's like I'm pulling in my house. Like, this is not a...
This lady is pissing me off.
Neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house.
What?
You told me that I didn't know. You said you didn't think I lived here.
It was the way that I was talking to you. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
Idiot. Idiot.
Wow.
You standing on somebody else's porch. You don't live there, and because the man just says, "Hey, I live here." Now, Ocho, you hear what she said?
Yeah, imagine you have to pull up to your house and you have to say, hey, it's my house. I own this house. Yep. That's me. I bought it. Look, it's the paper, right? Like, what? You see how stupid that sounds?
You have to understand my point of view. We're always asked to understand their point of view, all the while never seeing our point of view. You don't get to stand on my porch and ask me a question about my D house.
Fact.
What are you doing on my front doorstep? You see what she did? And she went running screaming.
And then she went running screaming.
Now,
That's
call the
crazy.
cops. Now he gets blasted. Oh, this man was chasing me. See, they had to release the video because she was lying.
Disgusting, bro.
She left them no choice because they tried to handle it. They handled it way better.
Yo, W to that couple, man. They handle that shit so well. Because I know certain people that in that situation, they would crash out. And are they wrong for crashing out? Maybe. But I also could understand why they would crash out. Because, yo, you can tell that she was clearly discriminating him by saying, I don't believe you live here. Well, what makes you think I don't live here? What, is it the way that I dress? Should I dress a certain way because I live here? Wait. Even though this is my house, my property, I can do whatever I want. I can dress whatever I want. I have to dress in some kind of way that makes you believe that I live here.
Than I would have ever handled it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously, listen. Depending
Yeah,
on who it is,
I don't know how I would react in that situation, but I would not react to that calmly. Especially after she started running.
Affluent doesn't rhyme with black. Affluent is only supposed to mean a certain group need to look like her. She's like, oh, you have to understand of somebody alone with 2 kids. Clearly, you're not that concerned. Because your ass outside in the dark with you and your 2 kids. So clearly, you're not concerned. But now, all of a sudden, you have to see my point of view. A sick woman with 2 kids.
Right, and I'm confused. If you're a neighbor, if you've been in the neighborhood already, you
how do you not know him?
You've never seen him before?
Yeah. Good question.
I'm just curious.
Businesses don't.
I mean, I don't know everyone in my neighborhood or everyone that lives in the same area as I do, but just because I don't know someone doesn't mean I have to question them whether they live here or not.
But stuff like this happens all the time, though, huh? But this is nothing. This is nothing.
Real bad,
it was caught on camera this time.
Yes. See, that's my point. What if it wasn't caught on camera?
Yeah.
You know everybody's gonna believe her side of the story.
Yep.
What if she called the police and the police come and ask this man to identify yourself? And he's like, I don't want to identify myself. This is my house.
I'm home, yeah.
You see? And now she done disabled all of her social media, and she done did an IG live talking about people are calling me racist. You don't understand. We understand. We absolutely 1000% understand what you did.
Yep.
Instead of trying to say, look, I was wrong. You don't get to go on somebody else's front porch, Ocho, and ask him. And if they say, do you live here? He says, yes. You said you didn't believe him. You don't live there. So who cares if he lived there? Your ass don't live there.
And then, hold on, did she not walk away, left the stroller, screaming help?
Yes.
When these kind of topics come up, if y'all really want to help us, just stay out the conversation. Not only are you making yourself look dumb, but you're giving comfort to a group of people who already love to tell us that we're delusional when we get to discussing these kind of issues. I don't mind you being out of touch, but I do mind you getting in the way of the progress. And next time they put a microphone in front of your face and ask you about anything pertaining to what we dealing with in the black community, don't you open your damn mouth, because every time you do, you giving ammo to the very system that we fighting against.
Okay, all right. Listen, man, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Shout out to CJ Perspective, man. Look, I'm gonna give my final review on this, and I am listen, I love everybody, regardless of where you come from. Black, white, brown, rainbow, nigga, I don't care. When I'm talking about skin color, by the way, don't care whatever skin color you are. Blue, nigga, you could be blue in my opinion. I really don't care. At the end of the day, we all live on the same planet, and if you eat, you sleep, you use the toilet, you live, you breathe, you die, you're a human being. We're all human beings at the end of the day. That's the point I'm trying to make. We're all human beings. Okay, so we have to understand that evil is not particular to race. Black people aren't evil. White people aren't evil. Are there stereotypes? Yes, there are stereotypes. Does that mean that they're true when it comes to identifying everybody? No, it doesn't. And saying that racism doesn't exist, shut up. It exists. It clearly exists. And just because you're financially successful, or because you don't have to deal with it in a day-to-day basis, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's like me saying, oh, kids don't starve because I didn't starve. No, there's plenty of kids, millions of kids in Africa that starve. And trust me, I was born there. I was born in Africa. I've seen it. But even if I hadn't seen it, it's still ridiculous for me to say, oh, this doesn't happen because I didn't starve. It's ridiculous. So yeah, man, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you guys think about this situation? Make sure to leave a like on this video and also subscribe. I want to get to 500 subscribers by April, and I know we can do it, and I appreciate every single one of you that is watching my videos and is subscribing and sharing and, you know, doing all of that, whatever. Anyway, enough talk. Make sure to check out this video that's popping up right now, and maybe I'll see you soon. I don't know. I'm out. Peace.